Business Lexington is made possible with the support of Cornet IMS. 25 years of providing integrated marketing solutions to Kentucky's top businesses and organizations. Cornet-IMS.com.
One family-owned electrical company breathes new life to National and North Ashland Avenues in Lexington. Randy Walker and his sons Chad and Greg of Walker Properties have taken their passion for family and community architecture and art and channeled it into purchasing and refurbishing a rundown block in one of Lexington's forgotten little nooks, creating innovative urban spaces for various Lexington businesses such as Kentucky Mudworks and Many Moons Antiques. Lisa Davidson talks with Chad and Greg about their business plan and how their love for both the old and the new is changing the face of a now budding neighborhood while giving back to the local business community.
Thanks, Tom. As bulldozers prepare to break ground downtown, the folks on North Ashland and National Avenues are breathing a sigh of relief. What was once an eyesore to the neighborhood with old, vacant buildings in various states of disrepair is being transformed into a hip, urban hub for local business owners. Brothers Chad and Greg Walker of Walker Properties sat down with me to discuss how their father, Randy Walker of Walker Electric, saw a great potential in the forgotten corridor and how their passion and vision helped the dream come to life.
The area is a lot different than what it was. When my dad first started buying property down there, real estate values and just the housing market around there were just bottom dollar. Since then, we've seen the values of the houses, triple in price over the last 5 years even. So that alone speaks to the impact that this development has had just on the residents around there.
Well, it was one of the first steps toward kind of revamping downtown. I mean, I think that the city for a long time has wanted to do something downtown to kind of fix downtown. They really didn't have a plan, and it's always going to fall back on the property owners.
There was lots of old dilapidated buildings kind of dotted all around the block, and so it was pretty much vacant. We saw a lot of good potential because when we bought the Perry Lumber Company property, we basically acquired about, 80% of an entire city block. So that allowed us to kind of do whatever we thought, was necessary to save it. It went from an industrial area, an old industrial area, to where contractors worked. From that point, especially when we changed the name and my brother and I got involved, the contractors started moving out and we were bringing in more of the creative artists, people who were wanting, urban contemporary type spaces.
It didn't really change that much aesthetically, the really kind of cutting-edge artists like the hardcore nature of the area. They like the concrete floors and the I-beams and that sort of thing. And they're drawn to that as opposed to going to like a new development like, Hamburg or Beaumont.
Kentucky Mudworks is a big part of that. They were the first people to lease into the space, so we were able to transform her space into a contemporary urban studio, and that gave us a point to show others when you walk into these warehouses, there's so much more potential there. Heener Brown's a cool story. 308 North Ashland's where they were before they moved to their current location, and their business took off. So when she came to me and said, we need to get it into a bigger space, the perfect spot for them was 829 National, and that was an office warehouse setup when we purchased that building. It's very old. It was built in the 1930s, so when she came in and looked at it, she kind of brought in her creative themes and mixed with what I thought logically could be done, and we ended up developing this amazing space. Lynette with Decor News, a cool story. They walked into this raw warehouse with no renovations at all and saw the potential with us. And the result is you get this amazing warehouse space with open ceilings and exposed ductwork and stained concrete. And they dropped the Hamburg idea and came down to our little National Avenue. We think that's just really cool. And that speaks, I think, volumes for maybe the future. When we do run out of space, people are going to need space, and they're probably going to look downtown, hopefully.
I think that the whole neighborhood could continue to take that direction of just continually morphing into more of an artisan district that includes nice shopping, but also keeping the old warehouse district of some of the contractors and things.
We don't try to go out and get certain types of tenants, those tenants just kind of come to us and we just kind of go with it. And I think that as long as we continue to do that, then that development will become more of a growing, breathing, living thing. And I think that's more viable in the long run.
With over 400,000 square feet of commercial real estate, Walker Properties has definitely made an impact on Lexington's business scene. Greg and Chad say they plan to keep developing and refurbishing these old spaces and hope that as the city undergoes upcoming changes, that North Ashland and National Avenues can become the go-to place for small business owners and consumers. Reporting for Business Lexington, I'm Lisa Davidson.